What up? What up, my guys? Welcome to another show, late night NBA talk with Jay, man. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me, because it doesn't like my Wi-Fi is the best, man. But we're gonna get through it, man. We're gonna get through it, my guys. Appreciate everybody for tuning in, man. I'll be back at the crib tomorrow. Finna do a quick little show over the main games. I'm not going through every game tonight. I'm gonna go through some shit, things that I have good looks on, and then I'm gonna get up out of here, my guys. I can't be too loud as well, man. But I ain't here to waste your time. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, all of this stuff. Let me get this to work. All right, let's get straight to it. Let's get over to the street to Toronto in this one. Raptors land two at the house versus the Brooklyn Nets. We know the Nets just fired their coach, and I feel like this team might be like a team that's just like, imagine when your supervisor gets fired, a supervisor that you didn't like got fired. Like, you don't go to work the next day happy as hell. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of how the Bucks was. That's how the Bucks were when Adrian Griffin got fired. So the Nets, they did not like Vaughn, and now that he's gone, I feel like the vibes might be back in Brooklyn over there. Now they're still on the outside looking in for the play-in tournament. They have beaten the Raptors 5 straight times, covered 6 straight times as well. The Raptors, I mean, this is a big game for them. If they want to make the play-in tournament as well, this could kind of count as 2 games. You hand a loss to the Nets and you get a win. But I do lean to the Nets here. I can only look towards the Nets. I know that they hadn't been playing the best, but just feel like Kevin Ollie is going to come in and try to change his culture. And at least for a little while, they're going to be happy to come to work, happy to play basketball. You're going to see guys like Mikal Bridges' body language be a lot better here. So this next team isn't a bad team. I just feel like they kind of start to tune Vaughn out. I don't know. I'd lean towards it. I'd be looking towards the Nets here, +2. That's the only way that I'm looking in this game. The Raptors aren't a bad team. They got a couple of trades over there, and you got Schroeder that's on the Nets as well. He used to play for the Raptors, but I mean, could the Raptors get it done? It's possible, but I feel like the Nets are like, I think it's like the fire coach angle in this one. I think the Nets +2 are the right side in this game. Let's go over here. Cleveland Cavs -6.5 versus the Magic. We don't know if Donovan Mitchell's going to play. Looks like Markelle Fultz is out in that game. The Cavs were red hot right before the break, but sometimes when you're red hot, that break comes at the wrong time. You see what I'm saying? Kind of messes up your whole flow. Obviously, these guys have been off for a week as well. The Cavs have covered. They've won 8 straight. They've won 8 out of the last 10 versus the Orlando Magic, and they're 6-3-1 against the spread over that span as well, man. So, like I say, the Magic. I mean, the Cavs they were balling right before the break. You just hope that doesn't mess with their chemistry, mess with their flow. It's also a front end of a back-to-back as well. They got Philly on deck tomorrow, the next night. You see what I'm saying? So it's just a tough game, especially without knowing if Donovan Mitchell is going to play in that game. So I definitely don't really have a strong feel for that one. Let's go over to the streets of Philadelphia in this one. Sixers land a point at the house versus the New York Knicks. I was looking at this and I'm like, man, the Knicks should be the right side. They're going to get Bogdanovich back. They're going to have Hardenstein in this one, and they're going to have DiVincenzo. We know that the Knicks were limping into the All-Star break. They had lost 4 straight games, and we know that the Sixers, they were limping into the All-Star break as well. But ever since they lost Joel Embiid, they weren't really the same team. They've only won 5. They've only won 2 of their last 7 games. You know what I'm saying? So they've lost 5 of their last 7 games. I don't know what to do with this Philly team. They are getting healthier. You got Batum coming back. You got, I believe, possibly D'Anthony Melton coming back, but they get who else they get back as well? They got Tobias Harris back. So it's not as easy as it seems, but I could only look towards the Knicks here +1. They obviously, I do think the Knicks are the better team, especially without having Joel Embiid. Sixers are just kind of really, they're really kind of like small in the paint with Paul Reed and Mo Bamba coming off the bench. They're not really defending a ton of shots at the rim. This is a big game for the Knicks. Obviously they're one game. The Sixers are one game behind the Knicks, but it's an important game for the Knicks to try to put their foot on the 76ers neck while they get a chance to. They faced them already earlier this year, smacked them up 128-92 on January 5th. So, and that was 5.5-point underdog. So, especially with no Joel Embiid, can only look towards the Knicks here +1. I do think the Knicks are the right side in this game. Let's go over here to the streets of Dallas. In this one's a tough game. You got Mavs versus Suns. We don't know if Bradley Beal is going to play just yet. It's a really tough game. I'm not going to lie to you. These are the type of games where it's 2 really great teams teams. I could see either one of these teams winning the game. These are the type of games that I like to watch, maybe even live bet as well. But pre-game, I just don't really. I do think that it's like a true 50-50. Wouldn't be surprised if Bill played and the Suns got the job done. Also, wouldn't be surprised if the Mavs got it done at the house. We know that they get Lively back, and you got Gafford coming off the bench, and they added PJ Washington. The Mavs are low key kind of stacked now. They just need Luka and Kyrie to stay healthy. Luka to play at least somewhat of some team basketball, at least a little bit of defense. You see what I'm saying? And the Mavs might be all right, but it's all on Luka, man. Do you want to be a team player, or do you want to ball hog and argue with the refs and not get back on defense? You know what I'm saying? If he doesn't do those things, be a team player, Mavs team could really be scary. You see what I'm saying? But the Suns can be as well. It's just I do think it's a really great game, but I don't think those are the best ones to bet on, in my opinion. Like, people could do whatever the hell they want. I'm just telling you what I like to think on this game, my guys. Let's go over to the streets of Chicago in this one. Bulls getting 7.5 at the house versus the Celtics, laying 7.5 on the road. I'm not really sure what to do with this game. The Bulls can be scrappy. I'd like to look at some props, man. I think I'm gonna be riding Tatum's props going down the stretch. I think now I'm not saying he's gonna get the MVP, and he's definitely gonna be a long shot, but I do know that he's gonna try his best to stat pad, to try to get a double every night, triple double, average like 30, 10, and 8 over this last few months of the season in this one, man. That's something I know for sure. So I think Tatum props going forward, he's really going to be gunning to at least get in that top 3 of the MVP conversation. As long as he's not injured, I think he's going to be gunning for it, in my opinion. So I'm not really sure on the side here, because the Bulls can be scrappy now. They don't have Patrick Williams, or they don't have Torrey Craig. Those would be two of the main guys that would be on Tatum, long, lengthy, defensive first type guys. Without him out there, I think Tatum might go bonkers in this one. His points, rebounds, assists sitting at 40.5. I think he gets it done. I think he's going to make it a point to go for 30-10, at least try to get a triple double. But I think he's trying to, and he's been cashing his over assists as well. Tatum's trying to do like a well-rounded performance. Is what he's doing. It's what I'm noticing, man. So that's just what I'm looking at in that game. I'll think about it even deeper and have something on tomorrow's show. But that's what I'm thinking overnight. In that one, let's go over to the streets of OKC in this one. Thunder land 2 at the house versus the Clippers. This one's all on the Clippers here. If they want the number 1 seed, if they want a chance at the number 1 seed, you got to win this game. Now, that doesn't mean that they're going to, because obviously they could be coming in like, what type of shape are the Clippers coming in? Paul George and Kawhi, I believe they can play like combined 20 minutes or something like that, maybe in the damn All-Star game. So these two teams are 1-1 so far versus each other. Thunder won the first one by 19 in OKC. The Clippers won the second one 128-117 as well. So looks like the home team has won each matchup. But like I say, with the Clippers sitting a game behind the Thunder, and this could be a huge game as far as tiebreaker. If the Clippers want the number 1 seed, you got to win these type of games, because they're fighting with the Thunder and the Wolves as well. Even if the Clippers want to get number 2 seed, it's a big game for them if they want to get the highest seed possible. But obviously you got to worry about guys like James Harden and these motherfuckers coming off a break. You never know what's going on, man. But you worry about Harden, but I do think Kawhi will be locked in. He's playing. He said, what injury? Paul George coming back to, you would hope Harden is locked in coming back to the OKC as well. But I just feel like this is a game where the Clippers, if they take it serious, if they treat it like a playoff game, like, all right, let's go out there and the Thunder got a better record, let's go and get it. It's all on them. But if they come in here bullshitting, the Thunder don't play around, especially at the house. So I could see it going either way, but I could only look towards the Clippers. I do think the Clippers are the right side. I think they take this game serious. But like I say, the Thunder are the younger, more hungry team. So you just hope that the Clippers didn't fucking stay on vacation too long. You never know with these guys, man. It might take some of these guys, especially an older team, to get back into the rhythm after being a week off. But it's all on the Clippers. This is a big game. The Thunder are sitting above you. It's all on y'all. You see what I'm saying? Last game up that I'm gonna go through tonight, man, and then I'll go through the rest of them tomorrow. Warriors land 6 at the house versus the Lakers. Warriors, man. This is a total Warriors spot, and I just hate it that this line has gotten so much worse, man. This shit opened up at 3, man. See what I'm saying? It opened up at 3, and it was even still 4.5 earlier today, and then LeBron gets ruled out, and it's went up to 6. I hope that it's not one of those cases where LeBron is out, and then they, you know what I'm saying, some fishy shit with the Lakers, but I do think this is a Warriors type of game. Now, in the first half, you never know what you're going to get with these guys coming off of the break, but I like this. I like the Warriors. Whatever happens, I think they get it done in the full game in this one. I think mainly in that third quarter. Even if they're down in the first half, I think the Warriors do that patented thing where they come out in the third quarter just blasting teams. They've covered 7 straight third quarter spreads, guys. They've won the third quarter in 7 straight games going into the break. This team is not fucking around right now. Also, another one, huge game. Second half of the season, some of these games are huge when it comes to playoff implications. I think the Warriors are going to make the playoffs. This is a huge game for them. They're 2.5 games back from the LA Lakers, man. So this is a huge game for. They could turn it into where they're a half game back. Like these type of games mean 2 games, because if the Warriors win, that's 1 win for you, and you're handing the Lakers another loss. So it's almost like a 2-game jump in the standings. You see what I'm saying? So this is a huge game for the Warriors. I think they come out here and take care of business in this game. Now, getting the worst of the line. I'm not gonna lie to you. -6. It's the worst of the worst, worst line. But I do still think that this is a Warriors game. It's a huge game. It's a revenge game as well. They remember the last game, they went into double overtime, guys, versus the Lakers. It was a huge game. I believe LeBron had like 40 points, and it was some crazy shit, man. He went crazy. I gotta just look at it real quick, and then I'm finna get out of here. But I know that Vanderbilt was in that game, and he had the highest plus minus. Vanderbilt's plus minus was plus 30 in that game. He's not gonna be in that one. He was huge for them offensively and defensively in that game. So no Vanderbilt. That's a plus 30 that's missing out of this game. LeBron went for 36 points, 12 assists, and 20 rebounds, my guys. He had a huge game versus the Warriors. This the Warriors' turn. I think Steph goes crazy in this game. I'd still play Warriors -6, but maybe at a half unit or something. You see what I'm saying? Just because you've lost a ton of value. But I hate that they announced him out. I thought they was going to maybe announce him out the last minute, but they did do it the day before. We know that he's ankle soreness, whatever, man. The Lakers are starting to see their fate. They're going to see this season slip away, in my opinion. This is one of those games that they'll win tomorrow versus the Hornets, but this game here, I think the Warriors get the job done in this one. That's the game that I have the most confidence on. I just hate the fact that this line has went up from 3 all the way up to 6, but still like the Warriors in this one. Like them to come out in the third quarter. Lakers could come out in the first half in better form, but I do think the Warriors going to get that third quarter, and I think they're going to blow this game open in the full game. Like the Warriors as a top spot of the day, my guys. I'll be back tomorrow for sure, 1 p.m. Eastern, back at the house. Got to get out of here, man. You're not even really probably even supposed to be doing a show. Just trying to be quiet, you know what I'm saying? But finna get out of here. Quick 13-minute show. If you like the overnight show, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. It's all love. Let's go, baby. Let's get this cash. We out.